Hi. It's your boy J. Michael with another V-I-D-E-O. Another one for my fans. They want a story time about the Mind Dukes. I'm gonna give y'all a little something about the Mind Dukes. So hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, that like button for y'all know when the Realionaire drops something. Cause y'all know I'm gonna keep it real the Realionaire's way. All right, I'm the oldest of my mom. I'm her firstborn, her first boy. My daddy the one got all the kids. My mom just got me and my little sister, Pooh. Her name is Kenyatta, but we call her Pooh. So, I ain't gonna go all the way. I'm gonna just jump into the middle because the beginning gonna be another story time where that's probably gonna be in my book. You know, the book gonna be called. I'm trying to debate. Should I call it "Born on Death Row" because all the stuff I've been through, or should I call it "Through the Eyes of Little Mike," or "Through the Eyes of a D-Boy"? You get what I'm saying? So, them three names. If y'all come up with a better name, let me know, and I'ma see if I like it. But them the three names I got. So if y'all heard that, tell me which one y'all like, or if y'all come up with a better one for my book. All right. My mom is the middle child of her mom and her dad. She got two sisters, and they all got the same mom and daddy. And it's crazy because my grandma had my first auntie. She was 12 years old. Back in them days, I said, boy, now you're going to jail. You know, so, and my great-grandma made my granddaddy marry my grandma when she was like 13, 14 when he got her pregnant. Because she had two kids at 14. She had my mom and my aunts. No, she had three kids because she had my auntie when she was 12, my mama when she was 13, and my other auntie when she was 14. All by my granddaddy. That dude was and my granddaddy she was 12. I think my granddaddy was what, 18? Yeah, y'all. They was crazy back in them days. Do that stuff now, you going to jail. But I'm just going to jump into the juicy stuff with my mom. Me and my mom, when I wanted to go live with my daddy so bad that my mama sent me. And that was a bad move because my daddy was crazy. I mean, he was crazy than 4 Betsy bugs. So when I went to go live with my daddy was on drugs. So he went to the dope man. He told the dope man, hey, give my son the sack. And then you ain't got to worry about the sack getting messed up. And the dope man was like, okay, babe, we gonna do that. So, now, he give me the sack, dope man leave. My daddy whooped me. Mind y'all, I'm 11, 12 years old. My daddy whooped me. I can't fight that, man. He takes the dope. Smoke it. Tell the dope man, oh, my son messed it up. Dope man's like, oh, man, come on, man. Dope man ain't stupid. He know my daddy taking it. But he putting it in my hand. So, my daddy did that a few times. Now the dope man mad, he ready to do something to me. So one of the dudes in the building called my mom. Hey, you need to come get little Mike. His dad done put him into trouble. If his dad whooping him, don't kill him, the dope man gonna kill him. Because his dad over here getting the dope, taking it, and smoking it, putting it on his son. So my mama had this, back then y'all, when we was coming up, we had the food stamp books with the little paper food stamps. So y'all got the bridge cards, the EBT cards, and all them type cards. We ain't have all that. We had the food stamp books, the purple, the green, the brown, and you know the little pink ones, you know, with the books. And the food stamp had to match that serial number on that book. I said, this is crazy. Yeah, it was a lot with us. But she had to sell her food stamps and her welfare check to get to the dope man so he wouldn't do nothing to her son. So now, I'm 12 years old. I done learned the game. But my mama done took me back home with her. Now we on Ashland, around the corner from Archer Road. So we between we live on Ashland, but we between Mack and Warren. You know, Warren, Skateland was on Warren, but we between Mack and Warren, you know. That's where I lived in Detroit. That's where we was at, on Mac and Warren. So we in this apartment building on Ashland. So now my mama, we messing with this one dude, his name Dale. She doing business with him. He giving us the sacks. So me and my mama, he got boulders bigger than your shoulders. So me and my mama splitting them in half. You know, they $10 rocks, but we splitting them in half, making us a $20 profit. Make his $10, make us a $20 profit. We doing our thing. Now, my cousin Dewey, he run away from home because they about to send him to boys' school. So he run away from home. He come live with us. Now it's us three. Now we doing our thing. He wasn't really that. He wasn't no punk, but he wasn't the violent, the crazy. Excuse me, like I was. So now I'm the violent one. So now dudes mess up the money. I'm hitting them in the head with the bats. I'm hitting them in the head with bricks. You know, I'm slapping their heads into the wall. My cousin Dewey like, oh, come on, man, we can't get the money back if you do this and do that, you know. I wasn't taking no chance, bro. If you do it, I'm busting you up. That was my mentality. You know, because I learned from my Uncle Dale. He wasn't really my uncle, but I called him my uncle because he looked at me as his nephew. I missed that cat too. He got killed on a motorcycle, you know, running from the police. I missed him. I miss him. My mama came and told me he died when I was in boys' school. You know, for my first murder. I went to boys' school for my first murder. You know, somebody was doing something to my mom and, you know, had to do what I had to do. You don't do nothing to my mom, period. You don't do nothing to my mom. But me and my mama slanging. I remember one time, my mama had a dude that she was working for. His name was Big Fred. I'm playing with a BB gun. It was a big old little BB gun with the little plastic BBs in it. The gun looked real, so it's sitting on my lap. Big Fred come in. He come straight in, put a 357 to my head and about to pop me in the head. My mama jumped on her knees quick. No, that's my son. That's a toy gun. That's a toy gun. That's a toy gun. Me, I'm like the Statue of Liberty. I wasn't moving. And he was like, oh, okay. And my mama hugged me. She was shaking. She was crying. Soon as he left, I'm like, I'm finna go kill this dude. This dude that put a gun in my head. And my mama was like, no, don't do that. Because he been robbed so much, he didn't know who you was. So he thought you had that big toy gun thinking it was real and was about to rob him. So he was scared. You know? But man, you talking about, man, I said, man, I'm about to get popped in the noodles. You know, I already just got shot in the chest. I'm like, man, what? So now I done got cool with Big Fred. So now I go around the corner to this dope house that my mama and my cousin Dewey told me not to go to. But I go anyway. The house get raided. I go to jail because I had 2 dime boulders on me. So they send me to boys' school. Now while I'm in boys' school, the dude that was slanging for, I had his sack, but I had to throw the sack because I didn't want to get caught with that sack either. But I didn't know 2 boulders fell in my pocket. So he goes to my mom and say, where your son at? She said he locked up. And I just so happened to call that day when he was there. So he calls my mom. My mom like, oh, here you go right here. So I'm talking to him. She's like, see, I told you I wasn't lying. He's locked up now. He's in boys' school. So the dude, he was like, okay. So, but my brother Juan, he was telling me, bruh, don't do nothing to her. Don't do nothing to her. My brother pleading with her. Pleading with him. He hit my mama so hard. My mama said she ain't see nothing but moons and stars. So when I got out of boys' school, I went to the dude. I said, you knew I was locked up. So why did you put your hands on my mom? He was like, I had to set an example to let people let people know don't play with my money like that. But how is we playing with your money if I just got locked up and you knew I was locked up? But you had to show her set an example for my mom? Okay. So me and my brother, we set an example with him. We made charcoal broiled ribs out of his ass. Oh yeah. Set him on flames. We had to set an example. You don't put your hands on our mom, period. Because, see, he got a different mom, I got a different mom. But he called my mom, mom, I called his mom, mom. We had to set an example. Don't play with the moms. You can say whatever, do whatever to us, but you don't play with the mom. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you are, mom's gonna always come to your defense, wrong or right. Mother's gonna be there. That's why it's good to have a relationship with your mom. I don't care what your mom doing. I don't care what your mom been through. I don't care what your mom saying or doing. That's your mom. My mom was a dope fiend, but I still love that woman. That woman's name is tatted on my back. Me and my mama didn't have a perfect relationship, but that's my mom. That's who God told me to love and cherish. Despite of how me and her life was with the roller coaster, despite how she was out there on drugs, that still was my mom, and I respect her. So people out there that they don't have a perfect mom, that their mom is doing this and this and that, try to find a way to mend that. Try to find a way to get that bond back. I'm not saying you gotta trust her with money, you ain't gotta do this, but try to get your mom back in your life. Because sometimes that you forgiving them can sometimes open up that door to where they want to change because you forgave them. Sometimes it might be hard because you already forgave them and they went back, but you still got to fight and show them that love because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know their child. You don't know their story. You don't know what they've been through as a child to what made them do what they do. You don't know what they've been through with a man to make them do what they do. You don't know. So don't hold what your mom or what your mom doing. You don't know if your mom was molested. All you don't know. Y'all gotta have that bond with your mom. My dad was one of the craziest men on earth, but I loved him. We didn't have no perfect relationship, but that's who God told me to love and cherish. I didn't like what they was doing. I didn't like what they became. But those was my parents. It was a lot of stuff that my parents did and been through that would embarrass people. I was embarrassed, but I hid it. I blocked it. Because I don't know what they've been through. To why they did me the way they did me. Why they treated me the way they treated me. Why they whooped me the way they whooped me. I don't know. You hear the stories, what people tell you, but you really don't know how that affected them. Because when you got your mother and your father teaching you how to sell drugs, I'm in a no-win situation. So that's all I knew was to sell drugs when I was coming up. Because if me and my mama wasn't in dope houses slanging together, my daddy taught me the game. You get what I'm saying? Me and my mom, I remember one time, I had a real bad asthma attack. My mom flying, she didn't even know how to drive that good, but she flying on the highway, well, the freeway, we got the freeway, flying on the highway. She crashed, and me and her seen us going over the bridge. And all we know, we was on the side of the bank, in the middle. That wasn't nothing but a guardian angel that God sent. That's why I know God is real. That's why I know angels are real. Because I'm telling y'all on everything I love, we was going over the bridge. How we end up in the middle of the freeway. To this day, we don't know how we ended up in the middle of the freeway. I remember when I was 8 years old, I had a bad asthma attack. They kept just doping me with medicine. So the white doctor come in, he say, "It ain't nothing else we can do, ma'am. It's over." My mama going crazy. "How you talking about it ain't nothing else y'all can do? Y'all the one overdosed my damn son." I'm sitting there dying. The black doctor come in and say, "Y'all gonna pump this motherfucking shit out of him right now." So they pumped that stuff out of me and I came back. Yeah. And when I got shot when I was 14, my mama came to the dope house I was at. My brother already told me first, but then my mama came. She said, "Mike, I got a bad feeling. Let's go. I said, I ain't trying to hear all that. You just want me to come home so I can bring the drugs to the house so you can sit there and beg me and keep giving you hits and hits and hits. She said, I don't give a damn about no motherfucking dope. I just had a dream something happened to you. I don't know what happened, but I know you just got hurt. And she took her pipe and she smashed her pipe on the ground. She said, I don't give a damn about this. Come on. I said, I ain't trying to hear that. Gone. 4 hours later, they called her. We don't know. We had to do emergency surgery because if we would have waited for you, he wouldn't have made it. 6 people came in before me. Young teenagers. I'm a teenager, 14. 6 teenagers came in before me and died. When that man cut me open, that doctor said, when the doctor came out and was talking to my mom, the doctor was like, oh, your son's insides was so amazing. You know, bragging about my insides. He never drank, he never smoked, he never did nothing. And my mom was sitting there looking like, so if you talking about my son's organs, hold on. Is my son alive? Oh, yeah, ma'am. My bad, ma'am. Yeah, he alive. I'm just so amazed how his insides looked. She said, yeah, my son don't do nothing, but is my son alive? Can I go see him? Well, you can go see him. He's out right now. He said he had to be sedated. And this right here, this color, I wasn't this dark. I wasn't this dark. If y'all can see my arm, I was this color. I was light. I was like tan. But I got shot with a lead bullet, and that's what made me dark. The lead went into my body, and I guess it must have did something to where it made, because if you see all right here, you can see the two-tone. You can see the two-tone. The lead made me dark. And that's what the doctor told my mom. She was like, why he's so dark? They was like, because of the lead went into his bloodstream. That's why he's dark. And that bullet I got shot when I was 14, that mug still enlarged in my back somewhere. You know, so, well, somewhere in here, because every time I do an x-ray, they'll be like, what's that? And I tell them that's a bullet. And I can't even do an MRI because if I do an MRI, it's going to, like I got shot all over. That big old magnet going to make it come out like I got shot all over again. So I have to do like the infusions. But that was that. I get out the hospital, 265 staples. I go right back into a dope house. My mama like, boy, get your butt out of there. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that. We need money. She said, you're hard-headed. Got cracked in the head with a bat. Bow! Dope fiend came in. Another one came from behind, hit me with a bat. Bow! Took the dope, cut out. I said, damn. So then I remember a time I was messing with this dude. My mama said, Mike, do not go to Lansing with that dude. I said, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm going to get this money. Why the dude down there tried to kill me? He had the gun, I elbowed him, punched him, took off running, because I can run fast at that time. I was gone. So I'm at the bus stop, at the Greyhound bus station. I called my mama collect. I'm crying. Oh, Mom, I ain't got no money. The dude's gonna just try to kill me. My face all swelled up. She say, Mike, go to the bus driver, tell him what happened, and the bus driver gonna let you, he gonna put you on the bus. So I go to the bus driver. I say, this dude brought me down here. He robbed me. Tried to kill me, and I don't got no way to go home. And he was like, oh, come on, man, you going back? I'm going back to Detroit now. So when I get there, my mom at the bus stop with her homeboy, they picked me up, my face looking like the pumpkin, like I had a jack-o'-lantern head, you know, and she told me. But this is when I knew my mama was a for real gangster. The dude that did that to me in Lansing, my mama called one of her brother-in-laws. I didn't even know this nigga was a gangster. He came over with one of his homeboys. My mama described the dude to him. And a week later, that dude was on the news floating in the river. I said, my mama motherfucking gangster. Damn. And my mama said, cause I get high, boy, don't mean I don't know people. I said, hey, you ain't got to explain nothing to me. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. But that right there made me and my mama tight. And then the dude that I told y'all we set on fire, y'all know my mama just now told me, like, last year sometime, she was like, I know what you and Juan did. You know, I'm like, did what? Did what? I don't know what you're talking about. She said, I know what y'all did. When I seen when it came across the news, I said, them two did that. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. She said, oh, I know my kid. I know my son. She said, you might smile, you might act silly, but I know my son is dangerous. And she'll tell anybody that. Oh, my son a good dad to his kids. My son, he might be a hoe when it comes to women and this and that. Back in his days, I'm older now, so I'm settled down now. But back in my days, oh yeah, boy, I had women. But she said, yeah, but when it come to taking care of his kids, oh, my son a good dad. But don't underestimate my son when it comes to being dangerous, because my son is very dangerous. She'll tell y'all that. My son is, I got kicked out of all Detroit public schools. I beat the principal up. I beat the security guard up. I couldn't go to no Detroit public schools. None. I had to go to Hamtramck. Yeah. You know, but I think my violence came from seeking attention, because my mama's side didn't take to me. My daddy's side didn't take to me. You know, I only had a handful of people on my daddy's side that really love and care about me. And that's a handful. But hanging in the streets, and when I was doing stuff to people, and I seen how people was gravitating to me like, oh, that nigga crazy, that's my motherfucking dog, y'all. I was like, oh, okay. This is what I got to do to get attention? Okay. So I became a monster. I became a beast. I became that gator. Because I felt that was I didn't care how I got the attention. If I was doing this to people and doing that to people, and they was loving me, and even if it was negative attention, they just was, I felt like I was somebody. I put that mask on. I didn't like that mask. I didn't like that mask of hurting people, because that's not me. But that's the attention that gravitated to me. Was being dangerous, was being that nut, was being that fool. And people I thought was loving me, but they really wasn't loving me. They was scared of me. They was fearing me, because they knew I was dangerous. But I wasn't dangerous. I was being somebody I wasn't, because I thought they loved me, because of the stuff I was doing. But it wasn't genuine love. It wasn't. It was genuine fear. Genuine of being scared of me. I probably had 2 handful of people that really genuine loved me and cared about me. Just like my homeboy I called my uncle. His name is Darnell. He take pictures. The whole 6 years I was in prison, that man didn't miss a beat of sending me money every week. When he found out I was in prison, he found out what prison I was in, he didn't miss a beat. That's why I love and respect that man to this day. My mama, she didn't have much, so she'll send me $20 here, $10 there, $50 there, but she made sure I got a letter every day. You see, me and my mom got a strange bond. But I love that old little skinny woman. She'll be 70 the 22nd of this month. She'll be 70. And I'll be in Detroit going to celebrate her birthday. My mom. You know, because the stuff my mom been through, it's a blessing that she's finna be 70 years old. And I love that woman, and I would tear a person's soul up, disrespecting that woman. My first body was cause somebody put their hands on that woman. And I went to boys' school for that. Despite of what me and my mama been through and the clashing we did, that was my mama. I remember one time I got into it with my mama. And people that's in my age bracket and older than me, y'all know the big 19-inch box TVs we had. Man, y'all know them mugs was heavy. My mama picked one of those while I was talking crazy to my mama one time. My cousin Dewey was sitting over there. I was talking crazy. My mama say, motherfucker, you got me fucked up. Now y'all know this saying, nigga, I brought you in this world, nigga. I'ma take your motherfucking ass out. My mama picked that TV up and said, douche, right on my head. I said, mama picked that TV up, threw that mug on top of my head, douche. I ain't never disrespect my mama after that no more. I said, then my whole head, man, I looked like Carrie off Carrie. I was tore up. But me and my mama tight. We tight. You know, she cussing me out right now because I ain't been up there to see her in a minute. So I'll be up there to go see my mom. You know, my sister up there, she go look out for my mom. I got a nephew. He looked identical to me. Everybody be thinking he my son because we look identical. I mean, identical. He just skinny. But me and my sister, people think me and my little sister twins, but we not. So that's why, you know, my nephew look at me, and then my mama told me, she was like, Pooh was all scared. Pooh thought when she was pregnant that you was gonna kill them and kill that dude. That's why J-Mon came out looking so much like you. And when I first met the baby daddy, he had the window cracked like this, talking. I was like, get out the car, but I'm telling you, hey, I'm cool. Because my mom and them told him how I was, so that dude was scared to get out the car. But now me and him real cool. We cool now, you know, because my nephew 30, and my niece is 28. My niece 28. And she got 2 kids. I just found out today my daughter Samaje, she pregnant again. So hope it's a little girl and she can get her tubes tied because she got my grandson Anthem. So I just hope it's a girl so she can get her tubes tied and it's done. Even if it's a boy, get her tubes tied and it's done. But me and my mom, man, I can go on and on about what me and my mom been through. I'm gonna tell y'all in spurts in different videos of stuff me and my mom been through. You know, because just me and my mom alone can be a 6-part movie. Just me and my mom. And just my life alone can be an 8 or 10-part movie like The Fast and the Furious. My life is like that. From the time I was born to the time I turned 10. From when I was born till I turned 10, my life was perfect. Perfect. Because I had my grandma, I had my granddaddy, my mom, my daddy's mom and daddy. My daddy, mom and daddy, they treated me like the prince. My favorite auntie Mutt, she passed. She treated me like the prince. But when my granddaddy and my grandma and my favorite auntie died, it's like everybody turned their back on me. Now my mama's side, they really never even thought about me. To this day, they be blaming me for something that I ain't even had nothing to do with. Some money came up missing from my cousin's house that my mama stole. They gonna say I did it. I'm like, how could I steal it? And I'm in boys' school. But they blame me. And they still, so, I mean, they see me there, but I don't do all that fake stuff. I had to look at them and look them up and down. I don't do all that. Hey, if you don't like me, I'm not, and I know you don't like me, I'm not going to be fake with you. Get the hell out of my face. You ain't even got to speak to me. I'm not going to be fake. And I'm not going to speak to you knowing you don't like me. I'm going to look you up and down. And I know they don't like me. And I don't know why. Because one of my aunties going to say when I got shot this last time, he probably deserved it. Huh? What? So she can kiss where the sun don't shine. I forgive her, I love her, but I love him from long distance. Just let's say it like that. I love him from long distance. You know. And I got a cousin, my oldest auntie son. I don't even know why he don't like me. Now my cousin Dewey, we was like this. But his mom and our oldest auntie, they got in their head got in his head talking about some, oh, Mike took your money, this and that. And I'm like, bruh, cuz when you came down here, cuz I had a house. I had 10 cars in the driveway, cuz. I tried to help you out. Because the day he came, his son died. So I gave him $2,000. I was like, go handle that. And he left the little work he had. But the work wasn't no good. So I'm selling the work. I'm having to pay people back. So I'm losing because I'm not going to lose my good clientele that's paying $600-700. So I'm not going to lose that. So I'm paying people back. And I'm telling him, bro, what the hell is this? This stuff ain't good. So, but the family, oh, Mike did this. Mike got cars and house with your money. But how you believe that when I had this when you got down here? So he blew my house up. Me and my other brother, my brother Joe Ski, we on the highway. We chasing him. We first in Fort Wayne. First we ride flying up Anthony. Bow, bow. I'm hanging out the window. Ha, 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 ha. He on this side. Ha, ha. Police riding past. I told y'all. The police here, they know me. They ride past like they ain't seen nothing. Because when they looked to see who was hanging out the window, they kept going. Then, now I ride all the way down on Anthony and Wayne Street at the BP. It was BP at the time. Handy Dandy, something like that. Lazarus, something like that. I jump out the car because they had to turn in the gas station to turn around because they didn't know how to get out of Fort Wayne. So I jumps out the car. I'm busting. Bah, bah. A cop that I knew sitting right there at the gas thing looking at me. And looked at me and did just like this. He's like, oh, looked dead at me. Didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing. I'm busting. My brother like, nigga, get your ass in the car. They checking out. I jump back in the car. Boom. We flying. Woo. Woo. Now we going through New Haven. Busting. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, if y'all don't believe me, look up. Look up. If I'm not mistaken, look up 1998, around January or February. I think it was around that time. But you will see in the newspaper, it say Detroit cousins beefing, shooting on highway. We made the front page of the newspaper and the back page of that paper. Oh yeah, I told y'all. When I tell y'all stuff, it's accurate. It's facts. I got documents on it. I just don't be on here rapping. I just like to share my story because I know people that been through here and I want people to know you can change. It's not a such thing as you can't change. Yeah, I know people try to bring you back into that life. Even people won't hear try to bring you back into that life. But you gotta find some way to block it. You gotta talk to God. You gotta tell God to take them demons, to take that malice, to take that hatred out of you. And you gotta focus on God. You gotta focus on the path. You gotta focus on something that means something to you, that's worth something. And I think about Mama Selena. I think about my children. I think about my grandchildren. You see, that's what keep me sane. That's what keep me relaxed. But I tell y'all, when I tell y'all something on here, y'all can count on it 89% that is accurate. And what I just told y'all about that story, that's in the newspaper. Y'all can look it up. 1998 shooting on highway, Detroit family feud. My cousin came down here, thought I owed him some money. And I'm like, dude, where he was at my mama's apartment, I could have been waiting out there because it's dark over there. And I could have waited until they came out and lit him up. But I didn't, because that's my cousin, I love him. But when he blew my house up, I ain't had no choice. You came down here and tried to punk me in my city. And this is how known I am in this city. They didn't even know how to get in touch with me, so they riding around with Michigan plates, going around at people, talking about some, hey, you know J-Lo? You know J-Lo? They was like, nah, my phone ringing. There's some dudes from Michigan up here looking for you, dog. Talking about they your cousins. And we like, if they your cousins, why they don't know where you live? We didn't think that didn't seem right with us, cuz. People calling me. I keep telling y'all, I got more people love me here than hate me. Because I'm not a bad guy. I'm a loyal guy. Very loyal. Until you cross me. Because my mama always taught me loyalty is worth more than money any day. Because long as that person is loyal to you, y'all gonna eat together. Y'all gonna build together. Y'all gonna rise together. Or y'all gonna stay broke together, but y'all still gonna be tight. Y'all still gonna be loyal. However it is, if y'all get rich or if y'all stay where y'all at, True love, true friendship, and true loyalty is hard to find. It's hard to find. This generation here, this is a new breed. They can be knowing somebody 10 years. And they can be knowing this dude a year. But this dude, like, oh man, I need you to kill that dude. Here go $20,000. They gonna go kill that dude they've been knowing their whole life for a dude they just met. So if this dude you just met, knowing you killed this dude that you was calling your brother, your cousin, your dog, and you turned on him, how you think this dude gonna look at you? They not gonna trust you, you fool. Money ain't everything. Yeah, we need money to live. We need money to take care of our stuff. But true friendship is everything. True loyalty is everything. Trust what I'm telling you, man. My homeboy Watts came all the way from California when I got shot this last time. He came down for 2 hours. And people that catch planes, y'all know how much them tickets cost for a last minute thing. He came on a round trip for the same day. When he found out, when my daughter told him, or my homeboy told him, they don't know if J-Lo gonna make it, dog. He got on that plane, came down, seen that I woke up, got back on, talked to me for a minute, woo, got back on that plane that same day. He said, I wanted to make sure you was cool. But at first I wanted to know if you wanted something to go down. And I told him no, because I really initiated it. But he messed up when I walked away and shot me in the back. That was his mistake, when he shot me in the back when I was walking away. Because once I turned around, he was no longer in danger. I initiated it by walking up on him. But he messed up when I turned around and walked away, and he still shot me. That's what sealed his fate of him going to prison. You see, my life, all while I've been coming up, been complicated. Even the relationships I've been in, it was complicated because of anybody that I dealt with, or anybody that know me, I'll tell you, I have a good spirit. And people, OGs out there and women out there, that they'll know this, what I'm saying. I have a good spirit because children and animals, they gravitate to me. I had this one lady, didn't know her. I knew her dude. She had her baby with her. She was like, nah, my baby don't go to nobody. My baby don't know you. My baby ain't going to nobody. My baby don't do that. I did just like this. That's what you got. That baby said, and my homeboy looked at me, his girl looked at me like, nah, we can't believe that. She don't go to nobody if it ain't me or her mama. I say, bruh, I'm a magnet for kids, bruh. They love me. Because why? I have a good spirit. And I'm a big kid. Because I didn't have a childhood. I didn't. That's why when people say Michael Jackson did that to them children, it's hard for me to believe. Why? Because I understood what Michael Jackson was going through. Y'all have to understand, Michael Jackson was 5 years old. 5. He didn't have a childhood. From school to practice to shows. School, practice, shows. School, practice, shows. He didn't have a childhood. So when he became grown and became his own man and became a millionaire, why you think he had a carnival? Why you think he had a zoo? Why you think he loved playing with kids? He was a big, rich, grown kid. Michael Jackson didn't touch no kids, man. Y'all can believe what y'all want. I'm telling y'all from experience. I didn't have a childhood. That's why I act silly. That's why I always play with kids and wrestle with Darion homeboys come over, I wrestle. When my daughter Mook friends come over, I wrestle. When my sons Nate boys come over, I wrestle with them. Play with them, joke with them. Because I didn't have a childhood. My childhood was gangster. My childhood was murder. My childhood was selling dope. My childhood was chaos. Chaos. I can call my oldest brother, well, one of my oldest brothers, Kenny. He in Vegas. He'll tell you all the stuff I did to people. He'll tell you some stories like, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get him on the phone one day, and he gonna tell y'all about the hot dog story. I tried to kill my brother over a hot dog. Because he threw my hot dog in the garbage. He just got through eating his hot dogs, and he took my hot dogs and threw them in the garbage. And I tried to stab him. I think I was like 11 years old then. I think I was like 11 years old. Yeah, I think I was like 11. I tried to stab him for my hot dogs. My life was chaos, man. That's why I know God got his hand on me. That's why I know I'm here for a purpose. And it might be for y'all. It might be to talk to somebody out there. I don't know who it is, but it's somebody out there that need J. Michael. It might be a few people that need J. Michael. They need to hear what J. Michael been through.